Hello, today I'm going to introduce you a book, Think Again by Adam Grant. Walton professor and the best-selling author Adam Grant discusses the value of reflection in our personal lives, relationships, and collective actions. Through compelling stories in deep analysis, she shows us the value of thinking like a scientist and re-examining the path to a more fulfilling life as we know it. Adam Grant started started a story starts with a story in the book in the 1949 mine coach forest fire in the United States. 15 fire special forces Alban Montana to rescue, and finally 12 team members stayed here, and two of the three survivors ran through the fire because of the fire and survived. The Captain Dodge survived the unexpected story. Dodge survived what became known as the escape fire by setting up a torch to burn the surrounding substable to ashes to form the isolation zone and then lying in the middle for breathing protection. First, instinction fallacy. Tendency to believe your first thought, idea, or answer is closer to the truth than revised thoughts, ideas, and answers. Desirability base. Our tendency to see what we want to see. Confirmation base. Our tendency to seek out information that confirms our per existing beliefs. Overview effective. The ability to experiences like seeing Earth from space or traveling the world to open our minds to how connected everyone and everything on our planet is. Binary base, our tendency to seek clarity and closure by simplifying complex ideas and situations into two categories. In such a thinking era, we usually fall into three thinking modes when thinking, talking, and interacting with people. Preachers preaching his point of view like a sermon, insisting that he is right. Prosecutor argues against other people's viewpoints and proves others wrong. Politician, who is well-rounded and eloquent to say one thing and do another for his own interest. These three modes can make us feel good and at the same time let us think into our own world. A better model is to think like scientists instead of fighting for winners and losers. Seek truth instead of fighting with words. Experiment and discover. And take the initiative to slap yourself in the face. Everyone can be scientists in life. Scientific tools aren't reserved for people with white coats and breakers, and using them doesn't require totaling away for years with a microscope and a petri dish. Hypotheses have as much a place in our lives as they do in the lab. Based on this, Adam Grant argues that the purpose of learning is not to affirm our beliefs, is it to develop our beliefs? Rather than clinging to right feeling, thinking like scientists recognizing how little we know. When we do, we prefer doubt over certainty, curiosity over closure, humanity over price. In doing so, we remain open to a world of possibility, and our beliefs evolve over a lifetime as new experiences, data, and thought patterns shape our thinking. To demonstrate the importance of open mind, the book talks about the rise and fall of BlackBerry. The founder, Mike Lizard, is a talented young man who creates wealth with knowledge and brains. In 2008, the market value of BlackBerry was 17 billion US dollars. However, because the founder refused to think again, he handed over the words overnight. Mental horsepower doesn't guarantee mental dexterity. The smarter the person, the easier it is to understand the class, which makes it harder to consistently to operate their recognition and find blind spots. When ideas become ideologies, you will fall into I'm not basis based before you know it. In addition to unique perspective and amplified writing style, there are many interesting illusionaries in this book. It may even be said that the picture is worth 1,000 words. For example, in Figure 1, a, a circular comparison is used to show why humanity makes people progress, and Figure 2 shows us how to gain wisdom. Nobel laureate in economics Daniel Kahneman said being wrong is only the way I feel sure I've learned anything. The graph is interesting. Ingo's figures 3 and 4 shows us the timeline and the stereotype timeline respectively of how we learn new things. And these images shows us some trust and ideas very intuitively. When others put when others put forward different opinions, when we realize that we may be wrong, the first reaction is often a burning feeling on our face, which is very normal. We need to practice second reaction and remind ourselves not fall into the features. Think most, but think again. For example, try this flowchart. Think again has a simple language and rich stories. Many of the cases mentioned by the author will inspire us. Others and society, if you are interested in reading it yourself, the author himself is a practitioner of Think Again, which deserves our continuous attention and continuous learning. Thank you. That's all.